Monica Brant Show. I am Monica. I'm co-hosted here with Dylan Gemelli. Hi,
All right.
Dylan.
We're winding down.
We
Still
are.
super excited, ready to rock.
Right? It's like this is day 2, almost over, of the 60th anniversary, Mr. Olympia. And, you know, we couldn't go a show without having Wendy Fortino here to do an interview with.
I love
Obviously. So if you don't know Wendy, I don't know where you've been, but Wendy is an IFBB pro figure star. She's a celebrity, and this girl rocks the stage, takes care of clients left and right while she's getting herself ready. And of course, I know your husband is a big part of that too, but you still have to put the work in. And she's been opposing Coach Queen forever.
Thank you.
And now she's working with Wolfpack and doing a lot of media stuff, which is really fun to see where you're expanding to.
Yes.
So, welcome.
Thank you. I'm between two legends. I follow you on Instagram.
Do you really?
I do. I know that you are killing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Amazing. Incredible.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. And I also have to say that, Monica, you talk about me being a posing coach, but you know how I initially learned how to pose. I bought this Secret of Beauty, in 2008, and I learned how to pose there was no YouTube videos or social media, there was no Instagram, and I literally watched you practice in that DVD, and that's how I learned how to pose.
Wow.
So the good old days. That was one of the original reality DVDs ever, or VHS tape originally, and then I went DVD.
And we had a watch party, remember? On your show?
We did. We had a Friday night watch party a couple years ago.
That was fun. It's cool to be here. I feel like this is my 8th Olympia, and I feel very blessed. I feel very grateful. I have created the physique that I love, and it's been rewarded to get to this level, which I'm very grateful for. And beyond that, everything for me is a bonus.
Yes.
Everything, every placing beyond me achieving the physique that I want is really just a bonus to me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. So how long have you been doing this? What inspired you to do it? And how difficult do you find it every year as it goes on and on and on? Does it get easier for you? Does it get harder mentally, physically?
Yeah.
Loaded question.
No, actually, it's funny that you ask. The first part of your question, Monica sitting right here, I was a track athlete, and I've told the story so many times, but it never gets old. In 2008, I got a stress fracture in my foot a month and a half before the Olympic trials, and I was devastated. I was an 800-meter runner. I never knew anything about bodybuilding,
Yeah.
And so when I got hurt, my now husband, we had only been dating for a month, he told me, come to the gym, let me put you through a workout, and I'll get your mind off of being depressed. Went to the gym. Everyone at the gym was like into bodybuilding. It was kind of like one of those niche personal training gyms.
Clicky thing.
Very clicky thing. And they're like, you got to do a show. I was like, I don't even know what this is. My husband buys the Secret of Beauty, where I see Monica Brant.
It's my reality DVD
Yes.
from 1998.
Okay.
Yeah, Dylan doesn't know. That was before his time.
So this was my first introduction to yes, that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? And so that's when I started. In 2008, I did my first show. I won the overall. I did another show. I won 4 overall titles in a row. And I'm I think that this is what I'm supposed to do.
That's awesome.
And ever since then, it's just been kind of upward climb for me, And I mean, at the top level, there's a lot of defeat, but really there's not. If you find the right people in your circle, if you know how to network, if you know how to leverage the success that you do have, I think that it really is nothing but an upward trajectory.
Right. You never lose because you're gaining something every year, whether it's experience, whether it's people you meet, something new that you learned. You're always winning as long as you keep the mentality that you're winning, right?
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
That's what we talk about, moving into the next thing, but also still enjoying what you're doing here. But what's next is coming for you is because of what you've done up there, but also what you've done in the community.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, it's I think that there's 2 ways to look at it. You're chasing that end result, right? And then if you get that and you haven't acquired relationships and collected and amassed opportunities along the way, it's just an empty poof, right? You're at the top of this hill with nothing to do with it. But if you're going for the the networking, and you're going for the connections, and you're climbing this hill. It's like you have acquired so much.
Yes.
And that's what,
right.
that's what I use that when at the top of the mountain, you use that platform at that, whatever title or whatever it is, you use it as a platform. And then you have all of the things that you've acquired. So that's how I look at it.
Well, and that's what separates certain levels of people, right? That's how
think so.
a star or a superstar. It's the mentality. It really comes down to your mental aspect.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people with the same abilities.
Yes.
There really is,
Right.
but there's not
Right.
a lot of people with the same mental stability or
Right.
strength.
Right.
And that's, if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you can't really teach it.
Right.
You can only encourage it.
Right.
So you got the right attitude.
Or I think people see like Monica and they see how like beautiful she is and what she's accomplished, and they like, it's just like the glitz and the glam of it, and they think, I want that, right? But then it's like people don't know like how much you have grinded, the work that you
Right.
put in,
Yes.
how much you put in for your fans. Like
Yes.
you've given your fans so much love, and you dedicate yourself so much to doing something with this platform. And I think that's really what I think people don't realize it really truly takes if you
Right.
want to achieve that. So they
Right.
see the surface of it, but it's like what's underneath and what you're actually doing with it that I think is the most important thing. Yeah.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
One of the things I love about her is her and her husband are so tight with the business, and they work so well together,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
they still show love towards one another.
That's the
and,
best.
And they also, you can tell they actually still like each other.
Well,
We do. He's
that's
my
just,
Yeah.
he's my
that's
best
all three
friend.
of us. I mean, you got it, I've got it, she's
Yeah.
got it. That helps. I mean, if
Yep.
you don't have that support at home,
Yes.
you're kind
Right.
of screwed.
I
Right.
do. I want to take a moment to say that I love my husband to death. He has been my rock. He has been by my side every single show that I've ever done. I told him yesterday when I was getting ready to go to compete, I said, I looked at him and I said, I wouldn't even be here if you weren't here with me. I wouldn't even want to do this if you weren't coaching me, if you weren't doing this with me.
Yeah.
And he almost cried.
Well, y'all have come so far.
We have.
Right? From the
It's-
beginning when...
It's crazy.
Yeah, Dylan, I don't know if you caught that. Like, he's
Yeah.
coaching,
He's
right?
He
Yeah.
pushed me from day one, from the minute I touched a dumbbell and started training for my first show. He has been there from day one, and I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful that he's been
That's
there.
amazing.
He's been
Yeah,
my
awesome.
You can't get any better than that.
and we get along. We never fight. We get along. It's crazy. It's a nutty relationship. It really is.
That's great.
It's cute. So we connected on Instagram or something. I remember following
Yeah.
you, and then I actually went and purchased her posing, her
Yeah.
polished presentation. And it's because I coached posing for years, and I
Yeah.
had posing coaching in my fem camps
Yeah.
that we did for 15 years. And I wanted to see, well, what's kind of current.
Yeah.
And you were current.
Thank
right?
you.
And so I went, I literally went and purchased without, I didn't want to ask anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I went, she's like, you didn't have to do that. I'm like,
I would have given it
well,
to you.
I
Yeah.
wanted to see because
awesome.
I had some clients, some new girls in San Antonio, Austin
Yeah.
area that I was coaching. And I was like, I just want to make sure I'm still doing the right things because
Yeah.
I knew what I knew. So it was really awesome to just have a little bit of that for those girls because I just work with very
Yeah.
beginner girls and I haven't been doing that in a long time anyways. But it was fun to just get your stuff because you're talking about getting my stuff and here I
Yeah.
was getting your stuff.
Okay,
So
can you imagine? Okay, I learned how to pose by watching a DVD of her in 2008. I was like,
but mine was
total
from
fan.
1998.
Okay. And
That's how-
then,
yeah.
can you imagine? Okay, fast forward to 2016, 2017, and you see your idol buy your product.
I got a little
posing
choked up on that.
your posing product. When I saw that purchase come through, when I saw Monica Brant purchase my posing product, I had this moment of what just happened?
Right. That's amazing. It's funny how that works.
That was so
Hey,
cool.
well, she saw something good that
Yeah,
she knew, right?
I know,
We
right?
were,
And then I had to
connect-
just get to know her, and it's
Right.
been awesome. We keep
I
in touch.
know.
So, Wendy, I love you to death.
I
And
love you.
okay, so okay, besides from the Olympia, I know you've had an experience here, and we're gonna move forward with what's the end of this year look like for you, and what are you thinking? Are y'all even considering next year yet, as far as the plans?
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next competing wise. I don't feel like I'm done, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a little bit more in me,
Yeah, yeah.
I thought my show that I won was gonna be my swan song, but I won it, and then I feel like, and then I qualified for the Olympia, and then at this point I feel like, you know what, I think I have like a little bit more in me.
A little bit more.
I don't know what is next for me, but
Okay.
I am doing it on my terms, and I want to create the physique that I love, and I'll be so blessed again if it gets rewarded, you know, but I love training. I'm like you. I just love being in shape. I love having my best body. You know, the gym is like my sanctuary. I love training hard. I love creating something that I love, and you know, and when I compete, I do really well. So I feel like I might as well, you know.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
And then, okay, so congrats on the Wolfpack
Thank you.
job
Thank you.
description. And please share with what you're doing with that.
Yeah.
Curious.
Yes. So I am the Wolfpack Media Specialist. So I run right now. The next phase of the brand growth is adding a media component. So right now I'm, you know, just pulling, you know, people into the brand. You know, there's like a push and pull method to marketing, and you know, you push out ads, you know, of your product, and then pulling people into knowing what you're about.
Right.
And like Michael, who started the company, Michael Henderson, who started the company 4 years ago out of his garage after overcoming cancer. And he wanted to start a brand that he can leave as a legacy for his kids and his family. And so that's what the brand is about. And he called it Wolfpack because his family was his Wolfpack.
Isn't
You
that
know?
I
awesome?
love it. That's sweet.
I don't know if you've heard that story yet, but it's
No, I
pretty
haven't.
awesome,
That's why
right?
I'm
Yeah.
really like intrigued.
And he, of course, he loves the bag.
Yes.
So.
And as a fluke,
Well, who of us don't, though?
Wolfpack.com was available for him to purchase. So he said everything happened so, like, it was such a awesome coincidence that it just kind of all came together. And so now what my job is to pull people into understanding what we're about, you know? So all types of creative ways of doing that. You know, we have our Make Your Mark series, which I want you on at some point.
Okay,
yes.
I like that.
Yes. And then we have, you know, my live show, and then we have all kinds of other creative things that we're doing to try to, you know, just get people to know, like I said, what we're about. So
That's
yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
It's my job to be as creative as I possibly can, I guess.
And then
Yeah.
what are you guys doing with the training business? How is that going?
Yes.
You guys have, I know you have clients, and how do people find you? And
Yes.
are you taking new clients in?
Cyberbodyshop.com. So my husband, he handles the brunt of our client, you know, load. He does, you know, most of the training and the diet, and I pipe in here and there, but I'm so busy with everything else going on. I help with posing for our athletes and everything like that. We still work in tandem, you know, but he is the main coach for sure for cyberbodyshop.com.
There you go, guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Wendy, we're so thankful you got to stop in here because I know you're
Me
being
too.
pulled in a lot of directions as an
No.
Olympia competitor,
So
and
are
also,
you.
well, and also media specialist over there with Wolfpack.
Yeah.
It's really exciting for you. So yeah, you know, I've already talked to you about how I think that is. So it's awesome.
love you.
Okay, girl. So anything else you want to share?
I think I just want to say thank you to everybody who just follows what I do, and just everyone out there, every fan, every follower, every supporter. Just thank you so much, and make sure you follow Monica and, you know, Dylan and everything that they're doing because they're amazing. And thank you for everything.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining the Monica Brant Show. We will be right back with a little bit more from the 60th anniversary, Mr. Olympia.
StemRegen is professionally formulated for athletes for enhanced recovery, improved microcirculation, and smart cellular signaling. I attribute being an athlete to all of the years of this incredible journey I've had in the health and fitness industry. I'm Monica Brant, 30-year health educator and encourager. Having added StemRegen into my program for the last year, I've been able to maintain the level of intense exercise that I demand on myself. Thanks to StemRegen, I am unleashing my regenerative potential.